Very warm and cheerful morning to all of you. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and studying well at home. Dear students, in today's tutorial, we are going to discuss about adaptation for breathing. As you already know that animals have to adapt their surroundings by different ways. So in today's lecture, we'll discuss about adaptation for breathing. All animals breathe. They take in oxygen from their surroundings and give out carbon dioxide. Animals have different organs to breathe, depending on the habitat in which they live. Now, first of all, we'll discuss this breathing in a unicellular organism. So, as unicellular organism is of a single cell or is made up of one cell only, so the breathing is taking place in that particular cell only. So by the body surface, because that cell is not having any particular type of mouth, nose, etc. So the breathing is taking place by body surface. Especially in all the microorganisms like amoeba, paramecium, oxygen enter their body through the body surface. From any of the part of the body, the oxygen gets entered into the body and the organism even remove carbon dioxide also from the body surface. So example of this, amoeba and paramecium and all other unicellular organisms or microorganisms breathe through their body surface only. Next, animals that live in water. In this, we'll discuss about fish that lives in water and many other animals that also live in water. They breathe through gills. So, gills are the special organs that present in the aquatic animals for breathing. A typical gill consists of a stake of thin flaps connected to the animal's blood vessels. So these are the thin flaps connected to the animal's blood supply, and through these flaps oxygen that dissolve in water enters into these flaps and blood get absorbed this oxygen from the water and transfer to the blood tissues, and carbon dioxide is given out into the water. And one question here arises, why doesn't gills work on land? Because gills do not work on land because their flaps collapse and stick together. When they come on the land, these flaps get stick together and no air enters into it, because in these flaps the water can enter and from water oxygen be supplied to the blood vessels. But this cannot be happen on the land and these flaps get stick together. So land animals have evolved two different kinds of respiratory organs, that is a tracheal system and lungs. So the animals that live on land, they do not breathe through gills. They have a special respiratory organs, that is a tracheal system and lungs. Next is spiracles. Spiracles are also tracheal system and is found in insects. Especially in this chapter we'll discuss about cockroaches and grasshoppers. So these spiracles are the small holes that are present on the sides of the body of the insects. So each spiracles lead to a cylinder tube. That tube is called a trachea or a tracheal tube. So that reaches deep into the body and deliver oxygen to the tissues. In the same manner, the tissues gives out carbon dioxide into the trachea, which is released into the environment through the spiracles. So basically these spiracles are the small openings that are present on the sides of the body surface of the insects. So insects breathe through spiracles. Now we'll discuss about lungs. Most of the animals that live on the land, they breathe through lungs, like amphibians, reptiles, birds and all other mammals. They all breathe through lungs. Lungs are spongy structure that have a large surface area. The lungs are richly supplied with the blood vessels. Oxygen from the inhaled air into the lungs is absorbed by the blood by the alveoli. Through the blood, oxygen then carried out to all parts of the body. Carbon dioxide in turn released into the blood, which then enters the lung and is then exhaled out. And the animals that live both on land as well as in water, commonly we'll call these animals as amphibians. So most of the amphibians breathe through their moist skin. In your chapter, the example is be given of frog and earthworm. So basically these animals, they breathe through their moist skin. Even in case of the frog, when it comes out on the land, it also breathes through lungs. So the earthworm which lives inside the soil also breathe through their moist skin only. Thank you and have a nice day all.